After 5 seasons playing in Carson, the Chargers have a new home, and it's the beautiful new SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Huge play there right off the bat. 73 yards. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. Now a toss running left, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Panthers 0.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For Carolina.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with McCaffrey. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 11. A big play there from McCaffrey. 59 yards for him on the ground.
First down, Panthers.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. And they'll try the air now with Darnold, eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off here at the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Off of play action, Darnold. And he
he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Herbert took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one. And
This is a fake, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Carry for Carolina.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
you get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Allen has it, left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Again, Herbert caught left side, Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 20.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the jet sweep, here's Grant. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way down to the 29.
Complete to DJ.
A big play there for the Panthers. 47 yards.
Carolina.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Darnold from the gun. And he's got his target. That's more. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
On the handoff.
Still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
He was brought down.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Panthers 20, Chargers 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Good. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. After the run, now Darnold to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That throw into the arms of Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his right. And Herbert, his third interception. He's picked off at his own 47. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the 50, here's Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's good.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
At the 3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front.
For the extra point.
And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on second down. Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Complete to number
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 55 yards. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, Eckler. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The ball carrier. Hassan Reddick in on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything. Started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is beautiful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 2nd and 9, Darnold with the left side. That's caught by Moore. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Darnold. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good.
He is good.
And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Going deep here for Allen. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And this one is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Darnold. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
The Panthers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
He's brought
The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And it's 3rd down.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. The shotgun snap for Darnold. This will be caught at about the 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. A fairly short kick for the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterbacks.
This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards. Back to the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Herbert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And brought in by the tight end Cook. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
That's to his running back, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
At the 7-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
The Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. The play fake, and it's Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And it's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Carolina, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.